Welcome to our video on biblical kings and queens, rulers of the ancient world. In the vast expanse of human history, the birth of monarchy stands as a pivotal moment, shaping the course of civilizations and societies. Today, we delve into the intriguing world of kings and queens who left an indelible mark on the annals of history. These were not mere rulers, but architects of faith, culture, and governance, their influence echoing through millennia. As we embark on this journey, we invite you to join us in unearthing the stories of these ancient rulers. We promise a riveting tale of power, wisdom, trials, triumphs, and legacy. If you find our content enlightening and want to learn more about such fascinating topics, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Now let's step back in time and witness the rise of kings. Have you ever wondered how the ancient world was shaped by the rule of biblical kings? Our story begins with the rise of kings, a tale steeped in God, his intervention, and human ambition. The biblical world saw its first king in Saul, a figure of towering stature and commanding presence. Saul's anointment by the prophet Samuel marked a significant shift in the societal structure of the time. Kingship was not a concept familiar to the people, an idea that was more aligned with neighboring nations than their own. This shift was not without its challenges. The introduction of monarchy was met with both acceptance and resistance. It was a time of social unrest, political intrigue, and spiritual questioning. It was a time when the age-old tribal system was giving way to a centralized authority. Yet, amidst the turmoil, the idea of kingship took root. It was a change born out of necessity, a response to the need for unity and strength against external threats. Thus, the seeds of monarchy were sown in the biblical world. But what about the queens, the women of power and wisdom? We turn our attention to the formidable females of the Bible, the queens who wielded not just scepters, but also wisdom and influence. There's the virtuous Queen Esther, who used her royal position and cunning to save her people from annihilation. She epitomizes the strength and strategic brilliance that can change the course of history. These women, these queens, were not merely ornamental figures in their kingdoms. They were shapers of destinies, influencers of their time. They navigated their way through a world dominated by men, leaving indelible imprints in the sands of time. These queens showed that power and wisdom knew no gender. They continue to inspire us today, reminding us of the strength within every woman. How did these rulers face their trials and triumphs? The world of biblical kings and queens was certainly not without its share of challenges. Take King David, for example, a young shepherd who faced the colossal giant Goliath, armed with nothing but a sling and his unwavering faith. This trial, an embodiment of the quintessential battle against overwhelming odds, led to a triumphant victory that still echoes in our collective consciousness. These stories are not merely tales of an ancient past, but profound lessons of resilience, courage, and faith. They serve as timeless reminders that even in the face of daunting trials, triumphs are possible. They show us that strength isn't always about physical prowess, but often about inner resolve and the courage to stand up for what's right. These rulers, with their trials and triumphs, are not just figures etched in the annals of history. They are enduring symbols of human spirit and resilience. Their stories of trials and triumphs continue to inspire us even today. Speaking of King David, what made him a remarkable ruler? This shepherd boy turned king was undoubtedly one of the most influential figures of the biblical era. Born in Bethlehem, David's early years were filled with trials that tested his faith and courage, yet honed his leadership skills. David's reign, which spanned 4 decades, was marked by significant accomplishments. His most notable achievement was establishing Jerusalem as the capital city. This act not only centralized political power, but also unified the 12 tribes of Israel. David's who brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem further solidified the city's status as a religious center, intertwining political and religious power. Beyond his political accomplishments, King David was also recognized for his poetic prowess. His psalms have resonated with countless generations, becoming an integral part of worship in many religions. So King David was not just a political figure, but also a spiritual example. King David's reign marked a significant period in biblical history. Did you know King Solomon was known for his wisdom and wealth? Solomon, son of King David, ascended the throne of Israel and ruled for 4 decades, marking a period of unparalleled peace and prosperity. This era is often referred to as Israel's Golden Age. King Solomon's wisdom was legendary. Tales of his astute judgments and discerning insights traversed across kingdoms, attracting monarchs from far and wide seeking his counsel. One of the most famous stories is the judgment of the 2 women, each claiming to be the mother of the same child. Solomon's wise solution, threatening to divide the baby in 2, revealed the true mother, who would rather give up her child than see him harmed. But Solomon's wisdom extended beyond judicial matters. He embarked on ambitious architectural endeavors, the most famous being the construction of the first temple in Jerusalem, a magnificent structure that served as the spiritual center of the Jewish people. King Solomon's reign was a golden era of peace and prosperity. Who can forget the brave and beautiful Queen Esther? In the annals of biblical history, her tale of courage and determination stands out. Born into a world of turmoil, Esther found herself in a position of great power as queen, yet she was also in a precarious situation as a hidden Jew in the Persian court. When her people were threatened with extermination, Esther faced a daunting choice. She could remain silent, preserving her own life but risking the lives of her people, or she could speak out, potentially sacrificing herself. With resolute bravery, Esther chose the latter. She revealed her Jewish identity to King Ahasuerus, pleading for the salvation of her people. Her courage and faith were rewarded. The king granted her request, saving the Jews from annihilation. Esther's story is not just about the survival of a people, but about the power of an individual to effect change. Queen Esther's story is a testament to the power of courage and faith. Every story has its highs and lows, and the reign of biblical monarchs was no exception. As we've seen, they were not just figures of power and influence, but also deeply human characters, grappling with their own flaws and challenges. King David, despite his many achievements, was not without his failings. He faced the repercussions of his actions with Bathsheba, stirring a chain of events that led to rebellion and warfare within his own family. Yet, it was in his repentance and humility that we see his true strength. Similarly, King Solomon, despite his unparalleled wisdom, fell into the trap of material excess, leading to his kingdom's eventual division. But it was his wisdom, passed down through the generations, that continues to enlighten us today. And Queen Esther, who risked everything for her people, faced the daunting possibility of rejection and death. Yet, it was her courage that saved her people and made her an enduring symbol of faith and bravery. The fall and redemption is a testament to their human frailties and their ability to rise above them, reminding us that even in our failings, we can find the path to redemption. As we draw near to the end of our journey through the reign of biblical kings and queens, we hope you've enjoyed this exploration of history as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Their stories, filled with wisdom, courage, and redemption, remind us of the strength of the human spirit and the enduring power of faith. If you've enjoyed this video, we invite you to like it, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more content that brings the past alive. Your support helps us continue to create educational and engaging content. If you want to study more ourselves, feel free to click on the links down below in the description. Stay tuned for more exciting content as we delve deeper into the annals of history, unearthing stories that have shaped our world. Until next time, keep exploring history with us. And remember, the past is not as distant as it seems.